Hello, everyone. This is the most magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review. And this character review is going to be on Gold Mythic Joshua. And before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing good and I'm staying safe for the most part. And I figured I would get this out before war. So hopefully it'll be uploaded before war. If not, I'll do it while war is going on. And it looks like Joshua is a part of the Whisperers, which he might be only in the comics, but I don't remember anyone named Joshua in the show being a part of the Whisperers. I don't know, I'll have to go back and rewatch, but anyway, I don't think we should waste any more time. I think we should go ahead and jump into this character review, shall we? Joshua, Whisperers. His trait is fast, his role is a tank, and his allegiance is a member of the Whisperers. Now let's take a look at his stats. His attack stat is 9,256. His defense is 19,542. And his HP is 22,627. Now let's take a look at his adrenaline rush. Infected barrier. The recharge rate is 55 AP, so that's a little bit faster than most gold mythics. This character gets 100% defense for 2 turns and heals for 50% of their max HP. Confuse 2 enemies for 2 turns. While on the defense team, a single enemy gets 100% infection, 50% for each living teammate for 2 turns. So obviously, there's a lot going on here in his adrenaline rush, and it definitely suits his kit very well because he's getting 100% defense for 2 turns. That's a pretty good amount of defense, honestly, and then he's going to be healing 50% of his max HP, and then on top of that, he's confusing 2 enemies for 2 turns. And depending on who those 2 enemies are, that can be a really good thing, honestly. And then while on the defense team, a single enemy gets a 1,000. I was getting ready to say 1,000. A single enemy gets 100% infection, which that can be pretty good depending on who that is. And honestly, right now, there are teams that he can fit on that would gel well together with that infection, especially a certain leader named Whisperer Michelle. That he would go really well, I think, on that team, potentially, maybe. But yeah, I like his adrenaline rush. Nothing too crazy, but it's not that bad either. So let's go ahead and take a look at his signature move. Decay and Disable. The initial cooldown is turn 1. Number of cooldowns 2 turns. Number of uses unlimited. 2 enemies get minus 50% attack down for 2 turns. While on the defense team, those enemies get normalized for 2 turns. Okay, so the first part of the signature move is kind of like, I guess, kind of whatever. It depends on who gets the minus 50 attack the minus 50% attack down. It all depends on who that goes on. That can be either really good or really mid. It all depends. Now, the second part, while on the defense team, those enemies get normalized for 2 turns. That part of the signature move is definitely the best part of it, because depending on who that normalize goes on, say if that normalize goes on Vance and Peacekeeper, that's obviously going to be really good if it goes on those two. Or if it goes on somebody like Nor, that's also going to be really good. Or if that normalize goes on Eris, that would be a good thing. But specifically Vance, Peacekeeper, Nor, Eris, those are some tunes that you definitely would like to see that normalize go on. And that's going to be really good, obviously, because you will be able to take down Vance and Peacekeeper without having to worry about being taken out, which is going to be a really good thing for sure. Now let's take a look at Joshua's mythic abilities. Strength, 40% critical hit resistance. Not really going to go into that one too much. I'm sure if you level it up, it's going to work how it's supposed to. So yeah, I would definitely recommend leveling that one up. Fleshy Disguise. At the start of each wave, 100% chance this character gets elusive for 4 turns. Oh man, okay, that's actually pretty good. Because if he gets that elusive for 4 turns, that's obviously going to be pretty good. That means the attackers that are hitting him for those 4 turns, they're not going to be able to get their AP, which that's going to be pretty frustrating if you have to go up against that for sure, So that one would definitely be worth leveling up, probably. So, Healthy Rot. At the start of each turn, 100% chance this character heals for 20% of their max HP for each negative effect on this character. Okay, that's kind of interesting because, let's just say if this character ends up getting infection on them, yeah, I wonder, would that be enough to heal the infection? Let's see. You have infection, impair, confuse. So the way that's being worded, if those 3 things were on him at the same time, that would be 60% HP he would be getting back, which that could be really good. It sounds like the more negative effects he has against him, the better in this situation, which is odd, but it's very interesting. So I would definitely I would definitely think about leveling this one up. Then, see, that's really interesting. So yeah, that could be an interesting one to level up. Corpse Armor. When performing this character's specialist skill, all teammates get 50% bonus HP. That's what we're going to get into next. And obviously, he's more than likely going to trigger his specialist skill pretty much almost all the time. So this one would actually be pretty beneficial to have leveled up. Honestly, I don't think there's a really bad mythic ability in here that, which ones I think might be the most important to level up from the start. The ones that are probably the most important, probably Healthy Rot and Corpse Armor. I think those are the 2 that I would level up, as soon as you get him, if you choose to pull for him. I think the other 2 can eventually wait if you are low on trainers and military supplies. But I think the ones that are necessary are Healthy Rot and Corpse Armor. Those seem like those are the best two with this character's kit. Definitely Healthy Rot and Corpse Armor seem the way to go on this character, at least from the start for sure. Now let's take a look at his specialist skill, Bodyguard. While not stunned, the first time each turn that an ally teammate takes 30% of their max HP from a single attack, rush, active, or signature skill, this character will take that damage instead. Damage transferred this way is reduced by 50%. I mean, obviously, we know how annoying that definitely can be. Especially Whisperer Mike, I believe, has Bodyguard. I know Cliff has Bodyguard, and Bodyguard can definitely be very annoying for sure. So, no need to really go into that all that much. You guys know how Bodyguard works for sure. Now, let's take a look at his weapon. Well, he doesn't really have a weapon, so you can just put whatever you want into his hands. And I wonder if the current trash Mythic Battle Pass weapon would work for Joshua. It just might. And I gotta say, man, that look on him, it's kind of simple, but it's kind of terrifying. I mean, it's kind of cool too. It's kind of scary a little bit, especially if you were walking out at night and he came up on you. That's where he would be scary, because you would think it's a walker, obviously, and it's not. And like I said, Joshua might be a Whisperer only in the comics. I don't remember a Whisperer named Joshua in the show. I'm currently rewatching season 9 right now, so maybe there will be someone named Joshua that's a Whisperer, but I really don't remember. Like I said, I'm rewatching season 9 currently right now, so maybe there was a Whisperer named Joshua and I just had forgotten, but I don't remember. But I don't know, I'll find out, that way I know for sure. But yeah, I like his look, and he's definitely a very defensive toon, and I think he would be worth pulling for, especially if you have the tokens. So, just real quick, because that's it for the character review, let's go over here. Let's see. This is the current Battle Pass weapon. Maybe that could work on Gold Mythic Joshua. It's even named Joshua's can't talk. It's even named Joshua's Robust Meat Cleaver. So I think it's meant for that character. So yeah, that might be worth it. Is there another weapon? There's another fast defensive weapon. Hold on. Jeremiah James's Vengeful Dagger. I don't know if this one would work for him, but if you buy the Battle Pass, here you go. You have a weapon to go with the character if you choose to pull for him. And yeah, I like the way the character looks, and he definitely seems like he's going to be a little bit frustrating to deal with for sure. And I don't have much to say. That's all I got for you guys for today. What are your thoughts on Gold Mythic Joshua? Are you planning on pulling for him, or are you just going to skip him? Whatever your thoughts are on him, let me know down in the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. Or if you're new, welcome in for the first time. All of you are very awesome, And I thank you again. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.